Welcome back to the DIY Barndominium build, everybody, where we are actively going against the grain to achieve the life that we want to have. This week, obviously, can't do things the same way that I did before. If you didn't see last week's episode, I wrapped like 90% of our building, and then the very next day we had a windstorm and it knocked it all out. So tore all that down before it floated. The rest of it floated into my neighbor's yard, and we are going to be doing things a little bit differently now. So instead of wrapping the whole building, we are going to do it section by section. First, though, we're going to start with soffits and fascia trim along with the corners, the corner trim that goes along the tops here. Once we have that done, then we can start going section by section, just wrapping one little 9-foot section at a time and putting the sheet metal up that way. That should make us more weather resistant so we don't have to completely start all over again. Alright, so I opened up my soffit stuff here. I thought everything was going to be perforated, but I guess that's not. So I need to figure out how often to put the perforated one versus the non-perforated. I don't know if you can even tell the difference there. I got the two packages, and I don't know. I'm looking at it and I'm curious if it's going to be enough. I hope it is. I hope I'm wrong here. I guess we'll find out. Got all my soffits cut out now. I surprisingly got better results from the 12-volt circular saw than the 18-volt. I don't know, something probably to do with the blade size and speed and all that, but I got cleaner cuts off of that, but I ran out of batteries, so had to switch over. I think I'm going to put a few of these ones up on that soffit over here. See how they hold up to the wind while I'm gone for the next day. I'm 90% sure I don't need to have the vented soffit along this side, but just in case, I'm just going to do a couple and ask the kit supplier if I need to have those. Okay, we are back at it again today, and I am not feeling super hot, but gotta get going anyway. We are going to continue working on the soffits here. I got the answers I needed to finish off that area, and if I'm still feeling good enough at the end of the day, we will move on to fascia trim and possibly even the corner trim, but we'll see how fast this goes here. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be correct, and I did not have enough soffit material to finish the house. I only had about half of what I need to do the entire thing, so I did everything I could. I got the outside one done, most of this wall here, and then a little bit of the front wall here. I'm gonna have to dig through my receipts and stuff to see what went wrong there, so hopefully I'm not on the hook to buy more. That would suck. Alright, we're back at it again today. Thankfully, it's not snowing today, and it's just clear and beautiful. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. Very happy that my wife recommended I bring some sunglasses today because I definitely need them. Today, we're going to be doing the fascia trim. I'm really excited to get into this. The trim origami of steel buildings is really fascinating to me, so I'm excited to get going. So what I did there, just use my square up against this line here to make sure I get a good crease, so we get a nice bend around this corner up here. I think if I was going to do this myself, I would give myself enough material to overlap all of my trims. I prefer it that way. I think it looks a little bit nicer and it's a little bit more waterproof, but this kit was made so that these ones butt up against one another. So on the corners, particularly by the garage, since that's going to be seen the most, I want to bend around that edge so it just gives a much nicer look to it. Okay, so I think I have an idea about how this is gonna go, but we'll find out. This is definitely gonna be a little bit challenging since it's just me here, but what can you do? This is gonna be a little difficult here. Oh, jeez. Okay, come on. Little jerk. Get in there. Come on, there we go. Oh. Please stay. Please stay. Okay. Okay. That needs to come underneath. Come on, you. Okay. Okay, got that. And this is annoying. Okay, that doesn't look too bad right there. Okay, we just need to put caulking in there, staple in there, and I think it'll be good. Working with things this size is definitely a big challenge of doing this on your own. This stuff is like really meant to be done with two people, I feel like. But no one ever said building a house is gonna be easy. I just need to make sure that this lines up properly. That's the big deal, that it butts up cleanly. Again, another reason why it would have been good to have enough material to overlap them. And I can't clamp it on this one because my roof is sloped, so I just got to do the best I can to line it up properly from the get-go. Okay, feels about right to me. And then just try and get it here in the middle. Okay. See, this just looks like garbage to me. I don't know. I really don't like this. I don't like butting them up together. Not a fan. So yeah, if you end up going with the company I go with, don't let them sell you on butted up edges. It's just no good. Let's see how far back you can see this joint. Okay, so this is about how far you have to get away from the building to no longer see those fascia joints. Like that is not good. Additionally, this here, not great. Windblown rain can get under there and rot out your fascia. And so someone recommended to me to caulk this, but there's another trim piece that usually goes underneath of your that goes underneath of your roofing here that overlaps there. That would have been a lot better to have here. That's another thing that I think I would order next time. I mean, I can even see little bits of wood underneath here that aren't going to be covered, and just the way that the imperfection of the wood does not allow me to get it up there high enough. And yeah, so there's another thing that you should look out for. Well, I am an idiot. I made a boo-boo and put the fly rafter cover here over the end wall fly rafter. I got confused because the name is the same. So I thought the trim is the same, and it's not. So now I need to rip a lot of this down and start over again. I don't have any of that trim, so I need to verify if I ever got that trim or what happened here. Okay, so quick update. I did find that I do have the correct trim for the fascia, the correct fascia lower trim. It just had a bit of a different profile than what the plans had, and there's no real indication as to what the measurements should actually be anywhere on the plans or on the order sheet that I understood. Thankfully, the kit supplier was able to explain to me a bit more about why things appear the way that they do on the shipping manifest, so I'll be able to read into that a little bit better in the future. Yet again, another reason why it's really helpful to have access to people who know what they're doing and all of that stuff. So thankfully we can continue working, and tomorrow I'm really excited. It's kind of weird because I'm not necessarily excited to redo work that I was going to do, but I think I actually have 2 feet extra of the fascia trim, so I'm excited that I can redo that work and then actually have them overlap just a little bit. That way I don't have to deal with that really ugly seam when they're butt jointed. So I think I'll just do like 1 inch or something like that just to keep them together, and that should look a lot better. So I am very excited about getting our building to look a lot better. But that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in again. We do appreciate you stopping by. Hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas, as I think this will have aired by the time Christmas is over. Sorry for the smaller amount of content. Being sick and the holidays and winter has just kind of slowed us down this last week, and not able to get as much done as we normally would have, but I'm feeling a bit better now, and so I think we'll be picking up pace here shortly. If you liked the video or found it entertaining, please hit that thumbs up, as it helps us a great deal. And if you're not afraid to go against the grain of society to achieve a higher level of freedom and happiness in your life, consider hitting that subscribe button. We have a bunch of cool ideas that we're going to be trying out on our house and new projects in the future that I think people are going to want to see, so consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time.